Hey Boss here, going over yet again how to do expert traitors, the theme for the Alliance Duel. I've made these videos in the past, however I'm doing a deeper dive and I'm going to show you as I do. Alright, now in our alliance I have to do the update. We have assimilated into 157 and we are now part of KN2, where the main contributors of our old alliance in 160 moved to a new home. And so in this coming up videos, this is going to be how the transfer from planet to planet. Since this is my second one, I'm able to understand a little bit better what was done right and what can be better. So if you plan on using your space wandering option, that would be great. Alright, so first things first, we got a notification by Missy B, and I kind of want to go over it since it makes sense and it helps others. Okay, so it's, some people like video. I'm one of those type of people. Now I got a late start because, you know, at the end of the day I'm going to score my points either way. Now, being in a larger alliance, some of these are going to be harder than others. And what I mean by that, that will be in the trading center, that you're not going to get the high valued stuff if you're not prepared. So, in this, the first thing is you have a rocket. Now, there's an ability from after the enemy buster ends on Saturday, don't open your Sunday rocket. Leave it for today's purpose. So that way you can have two rockets if you're not set up in Merchant. And if you're set up in Merchant, you'll get 3 rockets. And so that will definitely help you. But the main thing I have to go over that you should have done, or be close to getting done, is completing the AR, which is Alliance Recognition. So I have maxed mine out. So when you go in here, I get double the boxes. So my mission is to get 10 million points. That's just me. However, in this alliance, which is in KN2, and this is also going to be for 4RT, because we are training alongside our big brother or sister, depending on what denomination you want to call it. Not denomination, the gender thing. I call them human. So everybody's human. Just because you're one or the other, or a combination of whatever you want to be, still makes you human. So at the end of the day, I will get off my soapbox and move forward. So the first thing I do is I start off with the VIP stuff. Then I look over who's the top guns and where I sit. I'm at 27th, damn it. I always look at the kills. Oh, we got killers over here, damn it. I need to get, my goal by the end of the season is to get 2 million kills for sure. Then I check out the alliances, who got the killers. 4RT, we need to get it up there, baby. And then I check to see who got the biggest cats. Who's over there pulling out the wad, stod, you know what I mean? Who got the carrots? The plugin rankings, oh, fantastic. Oh, they over there doing it, 71. Jeez, that's the monies. And the battlefield doesn't really matter, because once you change planets, your old information doesn't really matter. So you're not going to be counted in that world anyway, since you didn't earn your merits, not merits, but you didn't earn the spot at that. The battlefield, excuse me. The battlefield spot you didn't earn, so it really doesn't matter. So now I'm going to look at where I'm at in points. I have 10,000 points, and so then I just, that way you can see how much you get for the rockets. Now, me personally, I forgot not to hit the rocket. So I hit the rocket. So I'm only going to get one this week. So one rocket for me is 445,000. Now I'm going to get times 2 here of everything. That's why it's important to get your ARs done. Now you can also get it here. You want the high value ones over 1,000, excuse me, and then you get rid of all your small ones. You don't want the small guys in there. You want 1,000 or better. I mean, I do 990 or better actually, because sometimes you got to sit there and wait. So you also, when you actually delete, it makes you wait longer than the other 5 minutes to respawn or respawn. So as you can see, you can gather boxes quickly. So we gotta wait there. The other way is the trade center, which I'm pretty sure everything's gonna be bought out, right? So there's 2 options you could do. You can either take a lower, lesser valued one. No, that's too low. But the cream of the crops are obviously these right here, which are the milkshakes. These are not too bad either. The pumpkins or the soups, those are pretty good. These are pretty good here. These are decent. Laptops down at the below, these are okay. But the bananas, the 15 and the 10 are even better. So what I suggest here you should do, like what I'm gonna do right now, is I'm gonna set a timer for 2 hours to remind me to jump in here. So you have to be head on a swivel, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wait to do this one. But that's where you want to go. Excuse me. And lastly is gathering. Now I put mine out a little late because I had to move. So in retrospect, you want your time to be a little bit longer, so that way you can affect this portion right here. This week we are going against our human partners, I guess. I don't know how to say that. But in 157 we are battling and competing against our own. So that's what it looks like. And there's a little other nuances that you can do. But the main responsibility for yourself in any alliance is to make sure that you are refreshing your troops out on the gathering field, making sure you're keeping a good time of those trading fairs, the rockets, and also this right here. If you're bored, you'll always have some new ones coming up, and then you want to make sure you're getting rid of the ones that are no bueno. So I keep it on this screen pretty much most of the time when I'm not looking, and then I let it refresh because I have multiple accounts, as you probably already know, and as these pop up, it's just on that screen. So sometimes that's why it's easier to get a hold of me in Discord. If you are part of the Alliance, hit me up on Discord because that one is not preoccupied most of the time. So I might get back to you a little bit slow in response and DMs. But at the end of the day, it reminds me to do it because a lot of people miss out on it. Oh, I get another one. I did do it right. See? And then I would strongly encourage you to get the quick delivery. It's pretty smooth. I like it. So, keep in mind, this is not the same amount of points as you're going to get calculated here. So this is only like 10%-ish, I believe, it looks like. Well, this is slow to be updated too. Or is it? It's 20%, I think. So 20% of 2 million, so about 300,000? Wait. 240,000 points. And so what you want, my goal, like I said, is to get to this right here. I need those. I need those gears in my life. I need these gears in my life. So set a goal based off of your AR, and then when your ARs are at a certain level, like mine, or a little bit better, I would say, honestly, depending on where you're at, if you're not already there in here, I strongly suggest you at least get your 9 boxes open. So to at least here. That's where I stopped at this level, to go on a different path to see what would happen, which I'm glad I did, because then, well, depending on what you're trying to do, you'll spend less money on gears, and especially with free-to-play players, it's hard to come by as it is. So I strongly suggest you get to here as quickly as possible. I do that on my free-to-play accounts too. So I use all the gears to get here first, so that way whenever you do get better, you're not limited. Or, sometimes you get a fluke scenario where you have a whole bunch of speed ups, or something happens where you're going against a larger opponent, and when you're going against a larger opponent, the key matchup for the end of the season, or end of the end of the week or series, however you want to look at it, when you're doing versus, every 4 weeks you'll get one of these main tags in here. So this is going to be a very important one. This is going to decide these here. And the number 1 alliance gets that, and then you also get the individual one too. So depending on where you're at. So that's what that's for. That's what we're competing for. That's why we are really dedicated on people to get that stuff done, because if you don't, you're going to limit the progress of the gifts, and that's going to make people who spend a lot of time and money and effort that are trying to get those things to complete their objective and goals. So make sure you're following the guidelines. And like I said, I'm showing you everything I do every single time this redone. So this is a brand new cycle, lasts for the week. So I'm going through what I do. Now, you probably don't have this all set up the way I have it set up. If you are interested in how I have mine set up to where I have a lot of this, well, you have to create the blueprint prior to, especially you smaller ones. If you're strong enough, you'll get to level 30, and once you do, it's just a quick bam boom. I'll do it here shortly. And I don't do him because I already have him maxed. And we're done there. So then I definitely come in here to find out what do I need to have done or get done. I do 6 and below, or 6 and above, excuse me. We have these new ones that are out for, I don't know how long they last, so I try to get them done. Some of these you can't do. Now, some people do one because that's all you really need. I just do both of them because I'll forget, and I don't like them mismatched. I like them to come together so I can do them all at once. I was making a whole bunch of bananas because I have the Golos. So I need potatoes and corn. So I'm already out gathering. And I can't really use that right now since I'm out gathering. This is that Canyon Adventures here I was showing you. Or I showed you how many points I had in it. So once this is at level 30 and you've completed it, so you get all those now, and as you can see I get a lot of points for that, and then you just keep building them up over the weeks if you do it every day, which I do it every day. I leave my auto rallies off on gathering days, just because some people like to gather for whatever reason. Also, a lot of people are going to be doing their ruins during this time. Some do it, some don't. This is the reason why I was telling you about having the Mars. I just want to fill we don't do anything under 1,000. Alright. And then now you can do it based off of need. I kind of need this to have that, so I'm kind of doing a little bit more of those. Now, normally what I would do, I'd just do 500 of this. That's just to speed up the process, so you have more. Because you want to be able, because I just went through a supply, I don't really need to do it anymore. But I like to fall in order pretty much. So I need to do more of those. Speed ups. Pirates I can't do. I don't do the recruiting tickets. I don't think I can do these. Okay, I got those. But I can't do the others. I'll have the gathering, so I'll be almost done with this. So pretty much all those are done, and then I go and check here and see where I'm placed. What? What? I have to take a look at that at another time, but I like to check where I'm at in the arena because, you know, I pay attention to this. With as many sharks as we have in here, I suggest you wait until probably towards 3 hours and take a look at it then, so you don't have to worry about it. So now you should be done with most of everything at this point. This is where you can, you know, take a break, do whatever you want to do, come back to it depending on your level of play. But for those who are not on consecutively for more than 4 hours typically, that's where a good stopping point would be. So if you did that every day and checked it 4 times throughout the day, you should create a good pattern of being on at certain times when something's going down. You'll definitely get information in your alliance things. You'll get notifications, you'll get new markings, and you'll get to check out stuff. That's what I would normally do. I don't want to do that just because I don't want to give away our layout and information. But at the end of the day, that's how you should really go about starting it off. Once again, I'll recap here as well. On your trades, you can take what's available here to get some points, but the points are too low for me to even want to. So like I said, I'm playing the timer game, so you kind of want to battle for the jockey for these positions here, which is these 8 right here. These 8 right here. Those are a good one. A good secondary one would be this one, or this row. Those are over 12,000, I believe, most of them are, in points. And then, since I don't have any over there, and I'll show you, these are low-hanging fruit, you know, 5,000, 7,000, 7,000, almost 7,000, and that's peanuts or potatoes in that case. So I just wait it out, because as long as you get your 10 here by the end of the place, if you stay within those 7, you should be within, you know, the top 20th position typically, which also will translate in points here, and you'll get a big number of your points. Now you can also monitor yourself where you're at, where all these people did it right. They probably set out their gathering right at the right time, which it came in, or they, you know, once you're down to like 95%, you can bring them on in. That tile should go away typically. Mine are out 4 hours behind, so realistically I probably will not get to my end goal, which is here. But as long as I get here, I'll earn a million and a half. Excuse me. I'll earn a million, almost 2.5 million here. And the minimum to stay on R3 in KN2 and in 4RT is 2 million points by the end of the season, or end of the event, which is before military, or right after military drill. That's what it is. So the basis of these videos is for training. So this is a training video for our gals and guys out there who are putting in the time and effort to connect with others while playing a video game to have fun and not so stressful. So this is my method to my madness. Hopefully I wasn't all over the place, but hopefully that gives you insight on what I do when I first get on right after reset. This is K-Boss, and I'm out.
Fellas, if you got 20 haters, you need 40 of them motherfuckers. What is you complaining about? If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me.